Hey guys, it's Dungeon Master Mark here. I had a couple ideas for some new videos, and one thing that someone requested on my Facebook was they said maybe I should go ahead and make a video on how I store and when I do travel with my pieces, like the local game store, how I carry those with me. And I've actually went through a couple different phases. I do have some plastic tubs for if I'm going to take an extremely large amount of sets, and those have some foam liners that I made out of just some regular like packing foam, which I believe I have an example here. Like I said, I'll just take a big giant piece of the white foam like this, and I'll actually use a hot gun or whatever and just cut those out and make kind of like little inserts for my pieces. Which I have found, since I've switched to the Hydrostone, I've been adding a little bit of hardenant to the gypsum cement, and then I've been using a couple new sealers, which I haven't really required anything else to harden those up. Like I said, I mean, the newer Hydrostone I've been using, this stuff's hard as a rock. I mean, you can tell this stuff ain't gonna break. I mean, it's probably harder than what my old Dwarven Forge stuff was, so I'm not really worried about that stuff breaking per se. Now, this right here, this is just a box that I believe a couple iPads came in for my work. So, but just to give you guys kind of an idea, that's how I pack my pieces there. So these are all individual wall pieces. And then, depending on the box set, I've actually got about 4 of these sets, which these are kind of separate sets. But if I'm running out of room, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put some floor pieces in there as well, just to go ahead and fill up the rest of the box. Like I said, that way I don't have to worry about stuff moving around very much. Plus it saves room. And like I said, depending on how many pieces I'm using, I can double that up and triple it up, or however many pieces I need to fit in a box. And I just go ahead and fold those up and load them up in the back of my car. Like I said, pretty simple. These boxes, like I said, these are just a regular recyclable cardboard box. Like I said, nothing too fancy. I actually get these from, most of these are for my work. Some of those are actually for my mother-in-law's work as well. But like I said, quick, easy, easy to load up. Like I said, you can always use one of the little dollies if you have several sets if you need to take somewhere. But like I said, I've traveled with these several different gaming conventions. I've took them to my game store several times and never had any type of problem or anything like that. The one weird thing you will see is if you're using the cavern sets, fitting those into a box is a little bit more of a challenge. See if I can zoom in there for you guys real quick. Like I said, those don't exactly fit into a box perfectly, but luckily, as I said, I use the Hydrostone, so I'm not really worried about these pieces breaking. Every once in a great while I may have, if I drop something, I may have paint chip, but I have never yet had anything chip and just carrying it around or having it be in the back of my car or anything of that nature. The biggest thing though is when you guys are painting your set, obviously you want to make sure that you want to use a high quality paint, and then make sure that you seal the piece, which adds some strength to it, and then also clear coat, which in my case, some of these I use a flat clear coat, and then I'll use a couple of the gloss coats for the extra strength, and then I'll go over with another coat of the flat. That way I can kind of dull it down a little bit. Like I said, those